Hello, Virgo. Welcome to Bee's Portal. I hope today's messages, we're going to find you some guidance and clarity, some spiritual healing. Happy holidays to you and your families. If this energies and the reading doesn't resonate with you, please check your other placements, but don't hate if it doesn't resonate. Toss it back to the universe. We got candle here to invite the energies of the divine and higher spirits. We're going to say a quick prayer. Now we're going to get going. Everything's been pre-shuffled here for you. We're going to give a quick shuffle and then we'll get over. I did grab your overall energies for the next 4 days, Virgo, and you got the starman. So it's basically the magician regular kind of, but in this deck is pretty profound. So we've drawn some energies from this week. It's a beautiful card. I'll give you some insight to that card at the end of the reading. We're going to draw some four cards from the Game of Thrones to represent the next 4 days, and then we'll grab clarifiers as well as some spirit guide messages for you. Okay, let's begin. We're going to begin with a prayer. Divine angels and guardians, guide my hand by yours alone. Let this reading be true and sound. Divine angels and guardians, with me always, by my side. I pray for guidance and for sight. Protect me with your golden light. The cards are shuffled, the cards are dealt, the door is open, the power is felt. Let me see with open eyes, speak the truth and tell no lies. And when the future is revealed, until nothing more is concealed. Remember, the future is yet not set in stone, so divine angels and guardians, I welcome messages from your ranks. For your guidance and wisdom, I give my thanks. All right, let's begin, Virgo. Oh, I think I just saw one blip. Is that good? I know I didn't. Reminds of playing tricks on me here. Okay, so this is going to represent the 28th, the 29th, the 30th. Show me clarity first. Thank you, Spirit. 31st. And your underlying, this is your overall energy, but your underlying issue, our energy for this week is going to be the King of Cups. You can see that. Okay. Now we're going to grab you some Oracle Divine messages for the week. The last 4 days of 2020 for Virgo. Show me the cards I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see. Sun, Moon, Rising sign of Virgo. I'm having a crazy day today with my cards. They're flipping all over the place, but show me clarity for this one. And one more for the 31st, please. Fine. We got 2 more out for the 31st, so we'll take those. Let's do it. Then underlying. Then Divine Holy Spirit, can I get some positive affirmation clarity cards for these 4 days? Sun, Moon, Rising sign of Virgo. Show me the cards I need to see. You have quite equal balance. There. The Sun, Moon, Rising sign of Virgo. And the 31st. Fine, show me the cards I need to see. There we go. Animal Divine messages for Virgo, 28th, 29th, 30th, and 31st. Spirit guide animals. We'll just take however many cards I add the deck on this one. Okay, we got a few. Okay. So, I'm going to prop those up here for now. We'll discuss those in a little bit. Okay, so Virgo, the energy's out for you for the 28th, representing, oh well, I got too many cards for them out here, is the Ace of Swords. This is coming up for many energies this week, so it represents new beginnings. Let's see if it'll sit right there for you. So the Ace of Swords, it talks about beginnings, decisions, insight, success, clarity, and intellect. It reveals success and maybe a possible breakthrough for you right now, Virgo. With determination and clarity of purpose, you're going to get what you want in work, creative projects, and relationships. Everything changes for the better when the ace comes into play, but there is going to be some level of confrontation that you probably have to go through. So basically wield that awesome sword with care. Careful in your way of processing through and going through. Forge ahead, but don't be forceful in your energy. And then you got the Hope card, number 17. Beautiful card that is, you can see. So you're exiting this grand year with some hope, which is more than I can say for some people in this. It's been a hard year for everybody. So in the regular traditional tarot, this represents the Star card, which is like literally one of the best cards in the deck. But it also represents hope and faith, healing, aspiration, success, and finally enlightenment. So you're reaching that stage when it appears that you know a special wish that you maybe tossed out to the universe. It's going to be fulfilled in time. The Hope card's here to help you, show you that the impossible can become possible. The forces that work through your soul, determining what's possible, and the difference between success over failure, and above all, who we are is the power of your belief. This card is also going to strive as a reminder to use your natural intuition, the language of the soul, as you reach for goals and desires. The future can be yours when you have hope and trust in everything that you do. Soon, others are going to be attracted to and drawn to your inner light. Learn to share your experiences and lessons for those around you so that they can realize by having faith and pushing forward, you're going to have hope and the key to success. But above all, it means maintaining a positive attitude starting right now, this very second, and your soul is going to soar. You'll discover an opportunity to shine as you reach for the stars, Virgo. And what a time to get that end of a tough year. Time to embrace the new. And look at that. Wow, you got the Moon card, number 18, right after that, which is reducing to 9. Well, completion, but right after the Star card, essentially that is some beautiful energy right there for you. And so with the Moon card, it's also a card of illusion, Virgo. You may not see the workings of the divine or higher spirit for you in the invisible realms, but there is a great activity behind the scenes kind of going on right now. It's important to trust the mystery and remember that the material realm is just an illusion. Current conditions are unnecessarily a reflection of the truth of what's really going on in the present. Great opportunities lie in the shadows, waiting for a perfect time for illumination. So maybe you're kind of stuck in a situation where you're seeing things that aren't necessarily there for you, Virgo. And the truth is within you. Take some inner steps and guidance. But most of all, forge ahead, Virgo. Don't go to that star. Keep going to the star. Don't get stuck in this. So for the 29th, you've got the King of Coins in reverse. See that? Okay, so the King of Coins in reverse. I would say that you're kind of going through a moment. The card represents wealth and stability, support and generosity, but in reverse, it could mean that you're obsessed with money. At your worst, you're feeling a little corrupt applied to a situation. The card advises you to avoid debt and to carefully check financial contracts. Maybe you're about to sign a financial contract. If you do, Virgo, take some time before you sign that. Carefully read the situation. Alternatively, you could be standing against materialism in some ways, perhaps following a more spiritual, rewarding path. So I guess 2020 taught us not to focus so much on the material things. And so maybe a lot of us have went eternally spiritually looking for some answers in 2020. This may be you, Virgo. And if you did, that's okay. Seeking inwards, I think it's always beneficial to seek more knowledge. Wow. You got the number 3, fertility. Another major arcana card. So this is definitely going to be a fertile time for you, Virgo. Maybe possibly representing the birth of a child. Someone's going to be pregnant. But it also is the power manifestation card. Growth on the horizon. You're the creator. And the seeds that have been planted in the past, whether they're happiness, comfort, abundance, prosperity, or whatever, they're now ready to give birth into your world. So hopefully the seeds you planted were good ones, but I'm pretty sure they are. Be patient as you watch your seeds take root and grow, Virgo. Nurture them as they become strong and healthy. So fulfill your dreams, Virgo. Fulfill what's positive. Nurture the things that are going somewhere. Open yourself to a life force of the universe. It represents femininity and Mother Earth, who is calling on you, your earth energy. The arms of her beauty are reaching out. She wants to embrace you in her seashores, mountains, and forests and gardens. Go to her and meet her halfway. Acknowledge that the same energy that makes up the heavens, earth, and plants are within you. Start nurturing yourself and infuse your soul as you interact with others around you now, or even if you're in the midst of solving a problem. Use gentle care and kindness as you handle such situation. This isn't a time for you to be inconsiderate, possessive, or domineering, forceful, or pushy. Act from a loving space and your heart center there. The benevolent energy that resides there will assist you in making sacrifices in order to care for and help others as well as yourself. In the traditional tarot, this card represents the Empress. So stand in your power, your kind, gentle, earthly energy, and focus on your heart chakra and your throat chakra, as well as your crown chakra, and aligning all those things. And then you got the 2 of air. Okay. It's a pretty card. So the 2 of air. Sorry, I got a little. The 2 of air is it. I love this card because it represents, it's a stalemate, uncertainty, considering options. You could be in a state of, going into 2021 with a kind of a, looking at a reviewing of your past, seeing what are the current situation or the present, the last year, what's going on in your relationships, and uncertainty. Maybe you could be considering options. But it's time to take a break and to consider your options, think about things. There's no need to rush forward, Virgo. The perfect answer for the highest good will come to you when you take time and remain in a peaceful state of mind. Don't try to rush it or force it forward, force what's not meant to be. It'll be if it's meant to be for you, and anything that isn't going to stay in your life. So representing the 30th, we got out the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay. So the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Swords is going to talk about a time where you're kind of It could be single, mindlessness, strength, intelligence. In reverse, this insightful queen turns attacker, using cruel words to wound. So maybe that could be you right now, Virgo, just expressing, but applied to a situation you may have to deal with a ruthless individual, or that person could be you at this time. The card can also suggest that it's time to step away from toxic environments rather than to lose your head. So if you're about, if someone's egging you on, Virgo, pushing those buttons, sometimes it's better to take a walk, take some time apart, than to use your words, because you can't take back words. And my dad once said, my dad threw a plate on the ground once and it broke. He said, go say sorry to it. And I said, sorry. He said, did it fix itself? I said, no. He said, sorry often doesn't. I learned that through life, and he's absolutely right. Sorry often doesn't. Doesn't mean don't say sorry, because sorry, it still can be valuable to hear. But what I'm saying is that be careful of the words and the actions you have, and you don't have to say sorry. Prosperity begins. There you go. You're starting to turn things around. It's another 1 card, so that's another ace for you. So it's in the red border. So that is your physical realm. So that's in the material, what's happening right now. So that's, and it's prosperity beginning. So that's a wonderful thing. We can't ever be upset about prosperous times beginning. But it brings up, it could be an opportunity of new business starting, which could soon be in the palm of your hand. Results from hard work, past efforts, investments. It could show up unexpectedly or be even presented to you as a gift. But with careful and diligent planning, recent endeavors and money-making ideas show great possibilities and promises for monetary gains for you, Virgo. And this is a time for you to focus on the most beneficial outcome, expect the best, and envision a project or new job having a successful results. Feel it and see it, and most important, once you believe it, the power of manifestation comes, and it's about to happen. When you focus on abundance and the positive aspects of the material world, you offer gratitude, positivity, prosperity, and positivity in all forms is gonna flow for you more freely. The ebb and flow, give and receive. What you put out there, you get back in, right? So try to always be mindful of that. And we have the Chariot, number 7. So the Chariot. Now, the Chariot is going to represent also victory. Everything that you've worked for, including the obstacles you've faced and overcome, which is basically going right back to this prosperity beginning, is now a part of this time of victory. You learn to see all the aspects of your life and that are essential to your growth. You've fallen, but now it's time to rise again freely and live truthfully and freely and fearlessly and skillfully in your new prosperous beginning. So I really think that is a wonderful end to the 30th and a wonderful getting ready to begin the new year. The last day of December 2020, you got the 5 of coins. You can see, there we go. The 5 of coins there for you. Virgo. So again, the 5 of coins, and it's right side up, so it means just fear, poverty, lack, or tests. But I don't think it's the fear of poverty because you got the prosperous beginning. So I believe that it's you might be feeling poor or isolated emotionally, especially with the pandemic. Isolation is happening to all of us. But this card comes up most for poverty consciousness, the belief that you'll never have what you need, or when you get it, that you can't trust it. You have more resources than you realize, Virgo. However, you just like the 5 of coins behind you, help is in reach, right? So maybe seek some help. Maybe take somebody's offering something to you. Maybe don't be so stubborn in your Virgo way. Open up, embrace the help. Not everybody is there to hurt you or out to get you. And then we have the 2 cards. This is amazing right here. And I think this is going to signify some powerful stuff for you, Virgo. You got the Harmony card, number 6. All major arcana pretty much of this deck here, which is really, yeah, so you got the Harmony card right there. The number 6, what a beautiful, beautiful card. I love this card, but it signifies the possibility of a deep spiritual union or initiation, a partnership that's taking place or going to manifest in the near future. It doesn't necessarily have to represent a love affair of the heart, but it could signify other forms of relationships in your life, personal, business related. Remember that not all partnerships have to be one-to-one. They can be forged with a group or an organization. The Harmony card is calling to let you know it's time for you to make choices in certain relationships, Virgo. The bonds you form with others are really all about you. Whoa, even in the most difficult situations, Virgo, it's all you need. They're meant to be mirrors of you, for you, always reflecting back what you need to see about yourself. Ask yourself in this time, what are you learning from this relationship? What new qualities am I developing? Is this partnership for my highest good? How can I make it stronger? Are we teaching each other anything? What have I discovered, or am I still uncovering about myself through this union? And are the people in my life empowering and encouraging me to be all that I can be? Within every relationship, there's an encoded lesson that you've hopefully gleaned on, or in some cases that you still need to learn. In traditional arcana or tarot, this would represent the Lovers. So next up was the Balance card, number 11. So it's definitely calling for you to have some balance within yourself at this time, and your heart and throat and crown chakras, but it's the need for balance and harmony in your inner life as well as what's surrounding you in the physical world. You do know that some lifestyle adjustments are definitely required at this time. It could be associated with love or relationships, even your career. It represents the Justice card in regular tarot. So it's also being shown to you to make you realize that what you perceive to be happening around you is really an externalization of an inner process or conflict that you could be currently experiencing, Virgo. This card will often appear if you work in the legal field, but you're going to have faith that justice will triumph, as justice and karma go hand in hand. Take only what you've earned, treat people fairly, don't take advantage of anyone. This is all part of living a balanced karmic life. When determining something, there has to be a state of balance between your emotions, mentally, physically, and spiritually, so that you can make rational decisions and logical adjustments. This is definitely a time to be honest and caring and responsible for the choices you've made, as well as the ones that you're going to make in the future. Remember to own all the choices you make, Virgo, because at some point we all have to answer to them. This is the Ace of Air. So that's 3 aces out for you, 1 and 1. So I would say that this is going to happen rather quickly in your life, because ones represent new beginnings and quick change, as well as the Ace of Air is the destiny and fate, the law of karma, which ironically comes right after you get where to go, basically the Justice card, right? So these are basically together meaning the same thing. The law of karma, powerful forces of transformation at work, and synchronicities. So you could be developing like the 1-1, many synchronicities. You got Ace of Air coming after the 11 card, so that's 1-1-1-1, and then so 11-11 can mean something. I'm going to check out those angel numbers for you, but meaningful coincidences and forces are beyond your human control are happening right now, like this, for your highest good. Things are happening now with great velocity, and you can expect quick results that will lead you forward with excellent information about your future. That is a terrific spread. Then you got your angel, spirit guided messages. So you got the donkey. Keep your heart open no matter what. Archangels Mary and Gabriel. Okay, so keep your heart open no matter what. So even if you're experiencing or have gone through some tough, turbulent heartaches and emotions, maybe with that breakup whatever you've experienced, Virgo, know that keeping your heart open and wise to, no matter what, okay, so the donkey, basically, this card is going to indicate that you've been through or still undergoing some sort of test or initiation. You may feel it's being unfair, but your soul undertook it to advance you to a higher spiritual level. Such challenges help you to develop the qualities of patience, forbearance, and courage. If you accept this and stay centered, Virgo, calm, and keep your heart open, use all your experiences to strengthen yourself, you will move to a higher spiritual level. Then everything will feel worthwhile as you will see the enlightened eyes. When you pass initiation, you are always rewarded, and so something much better is coming into your life. When you receive this card, Archangels Mary and Gabriel touch you with love and encouragement and are telling you to keep pushing forward, Virgo. Then you got the camel, be forbearing and patient, Archangel Jophiel. So patience, I know, isn't the strongest suit of a Virgo, right? But that's okay. I don't think anybody ever is immensely patient. It's just not it's a learned thing, right? We are all learning how to be patient. And I think that it's highly developed skill. Because but anyways, the camel carries much wisdom, and they're patiently waiting to share this with the humanity. So you're going to be blessed when you receive this card of wisdom. It could suggest you hold golden wisdom in your divine blueprint and your life plan. You have contracted to share this with humanity. This path calls on you to practice patience, forbearance, and humility. You may feel ahead of your time. Many will sense the light you carry and react to it in different ways. So you need to stay in balance, whatever is happening around you. If you do not fully recognize who you are, your guidance is to sit quietly, place a golden sparkling light around yourself, and call on Archangel Jophiel, the angel of wisdom, to help to attune you to your true self. Then expect the deep knowing held in your soul to start coming forward. So if you're having time understanding what's going on, troubles, Virgo, call on some spiritual guidance for yourself. And you've got the rabbit. Recognize your significance, Archangel Gabriel. And you see his heart chakra sliding up there. So the rabbit, the keen for sense of I guess, seeing and smelling and quick and efficientness, but when you bring yourself to an alignment, you emit a melodious tune. The wisdom of the rabbit suggests you watch your thoughts and actions, so you've already called to watch your words at this time. Make sure they are pure, light, and loving. Speak, hum, or sing with the intention of being in harmony with the song of the earth. Know your contribution is helping the entire universe to align in divine right order. You may feel that your efforts are insignificant in the vastness of the universe, but they are noted and appreciated by the divine, and they shower light and blessings over you at this time. So know, Virgo, that you are supported and loved by your divine or your spiritual guidance, whoever that may be for you at this time. So don't let that get to you. Now I'm going to read this powerful starman message out of the book for you because it's a profound message, and I just got this book, so I wanted to share this deck with you. So I just want to share this with you, but excuse me for having to essentially give you the meaning from the book on this one. But I also thought it was a very powerful card, and so hearing that would be powerful and beneficial to you. The storm is an attractor field through which we can observe the self we believe to be true. We are being invited to see the inherent nature of human condition and look at what has been fashioned by culture through the ages, the belief and the value systems that we have simply adopted. His glorious presence awakens us to another realm entirely, that in that resonance seemingly irrefutable facts are seen as fictions. We see the starman bringing the seed of transformation to the world, carrying the weapon that compels us to self-destruct in one hand and the golden key that unlocks our supreme potential in the other. The luminous one descending to earth with his arms outstretched, a vision of ecstatic color, light, and fire, molecular worlds stemming tendrils of life-giving substance, traveling through space, surrendered in time, ripples in the exposure. We too can place the personality and the various jaded facets of ourselves into the flame of the creative fire to be reconfigured in ever more liberating, expressive, complex ways. We must throw ourselves into the white-hot flames, and despite the heat and sheer intensity, know that we can never disappear, to boldly confront the fear of destroying that which we cherish, something complete and comfortable with great intrinsic value, and yet be courageous and break it down. To trust the starman as he propels us towards the possibility of discovering what we didn't know, revealing the raw components of life with all the thoughts, frailties, passions, and anxieties which can now be transformed and recombined into something powerful, impactful, and extraordinary. Manifest your reality. Ideas are communicated and brought into the physical world with ease. You have everything you need to create the world you desire. Reconfigure yourself in liberating and expressive and complex ways. That is a pretty amazing energy to be going into 2021 with, Virgo. You got this. You're the starman. Namaste.